So this video will show you how to group your data when we want to create a chart for funding by size of investment, for example, where we have these ranges of data rather than the individual amounts. So I've already obviously done it here, but to show you how to do it from scratch, we come over to the field that you want to group the data in, go down to new group, and then with group type you want to select list, so you get all of the figures here. Now, the first group we want to create is 0 to 1 million. So we're not going to include 0 here because that doesn't necessarily mean 0, it means it's not been disclosed. So we don't, this is for disclosed deals, so we're not going to include that. So starting from here, the 21,000 mark, we're going to come down to 1 million here. That is, yeah, sorry, that's the one. And yeah, correct, yeah, that's 1 million. Group it and name it for this range. So this one is 0 to 1 million, and there you have them all in this group. So you simply do the same thing for every range. Group that one there again, give it a name. That's going to be 1 million to 5 million, and do the same thing for every range until you have, well, I'll show you this one here. If we click down to the one I did earlier, edit groups, they'll look like this. These two here is just new data that I've added recently, and so needs to be regrouped before I can update this chart. One thing to note is that Power BI struggles to know what these labels mean, so it doesn't know how to put them in the correct order, and there's not a simple way to do that. So I put these letters so that they go in the correct order, and that can be easily edited out in PowerPoint. This other column here, if you keep this selected, include other group, anything that you don't include here will be contained in this other group, which I've later just clicked on here and excluded. That's why it's not in the this chart. You can't rename this group, so if there is another group you want, like if you wanted to have a column for undisclosed, you would just create a group for undisclosed and call it that, and then not include another group. So that is simply how you group these, group the data to make this chart in funding by size of investment.